Okay, the GMT news update. First of all, give those guys a break. All right, I just got this update and I read it through, and there's people saying that the customer service at GMT is lacking and they're not as good as they used to. We're in a pandemic here. Things have changed. The world is changing. Relax. These are good people. They do good games. Just, what the hell? I didn't get my game yet. Okay, so I didn't get my game yet too. Man, relax, people. Take it easy. And Gene being the nice guy that he is, obviously he's the CEO, the owner. So obviously it's up to him. He's gonna take the shots on the head. He's not gonna pass down the shots on the head to his employees. At least I hope not. And you know what? That's a sign of a good manager, a good CEO, where it's up to him. So you know what? I know a heck of a lot of people that are GMT customers for years, and they'll be GMT customers for years to come. Maybe it's the new guys that are screaming and scratching, I didn't get my game, I didn't get my game. People, we're gonna get our game. Relax. Here's the P500 update. There are 3 new games in the warehouse, as it is said here. Alexander against Persia, and it's a Victus game, and it's called, really, Alexandre contre la Perse. So, let's see, what you get with this game is 2 41 by 59 centimeter maps. Remember, this is a European company. And 1 59 by 82 centimeter map. 432 cut units. A rulebook, 3 battles, 3 scenarios of 10 to 15 turns each. Variants to the historical scenario. I'm reading this as I'm doing this live. And a player aid and 10 storage baggies. Game design is by Frédéric Bay. And also from Victus, La Guerre de 1870, the War of 1870, from La Chute de Napoléon 3 juillet à août 1870. So the downfall of Napoleon III from July to August 1870. And what you get with this game is 1 59 by 41 centimeter map, 216 counters, a booklet of rules, 3 scenarios, 2 player aid cards, and the game design is by Laurent Martin. And the third Victus game is, and I'm going to butcher this name, Tourcoing 1794. Tourcoing. Okay, so Tourcoing 1794, 29, Floréal en deux. It's like year 2. I don't understand it. I'm sorry. So the game is designed by Mathieu D'Angela, and I don't have any more information than that other than you get chits and a map. So what's new on the P500? Well, I'll tell you. And it's the last 100 yards, the Solomon Islands. This is new on the P500. Man, Mike Denson is really rocking with this game. Also, really? Unconditional Surrender? Western Campaigns? Salvasta? I gotta check that out. Second printing of Comancheria by Joel Topping, and second printing also of Wing Leader Supremacy. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what is entirely new on the P500 at GMT. Also, check out Worthington Publishing. They're putting out a Kickstarter this week. Herman Luttman's In Magnificent Style, Pickets Charge. I mean, check it out. Dream Team Designer. So Columbia Games is giving us a early access for Hammer of the Scots for PC and Mac on Steam. Check it out. Compass Games and New Direction in Gaming. Brotherhood and Unity. This is a 2 to 3 player card-driven war game which depicts the war in Bosnia-Herzegovina from 1992 to 1995, the Bosnian War. The game shows all of the major events from the siege of Sarajevo to the ferocious battles of the Posavina corridor and desperate defense of the Bosniak enclaves. Main features are point-to-point movement system, play driven by strategy cards, quick combat resolutions, no CRT, streamlined rules, and fast gameplay. So check out Lock and Load Publishing. These guys are putting out tons of stuff. I think their whole catalog is going to be on Tabletop Simulator. It's on Facebook. I mean, the owner, David Heath, I think he's superhuman.
Hello fellow gamers, this week's greatest day of history in games is... well, this time there are 2 days, July 25th and July 26th, 1944, Operation Spring. We are back in Normandy, just after D-Day, near a lovely French country town, Caen, just south of the Commonwealth beaches Juno and Sword. Caen was a strategic key point, being a road and communication hub crucial for the scheduled breakout to Falaise following the landings. Ferocious German defense and logistic issues had, however, delayed the Allied troops, who became bogged down in several battles to capture the town, and only on July 19th, during Operation Goodwood, Caen had been liberated after 6 weeks of tough attritional engagements and frontal assaults launched by the British 8th Corps. Having gained the central position, the next logical step was the breakout, and so Operation Spring began, an advance to the south, toward Verrières Ridge. The offensive was carried on by Canadian infantry and Commonwealth armored formations. Immediately, Allied forces met with their usual strong resistance and discovered the truth behind the saying that in life, 3 things rest assured: death, taxes, and a German counterattack. German troops of the 1st SS Panzer Corps, under the command of General Sepp Dietrich, led a very skillful dynamic defense, making the Canadians pay for every inch of gained ground. Also, Allied armor, when it managed to actually coordinate with infantry, fell prey to superior Axis vehicles, artillery, and obstacles of all sorts. Although technically unsuccessful, the operation reached the strategic goal of diverting many defenders from the other great assault developing westwards by US forces, Operation Cobra, which finally provided the much coveted breakout. So, this week's game has a title that really sums up the entire episode: Bloody Hell. And hell it was around Caen, with unending assaults and continuous pushes and counter-pushes in the difficult Normandy terrain. The game has 2 scenarios, Goodwood and Spring, that can be combined together. As for the rules, the cheat pool random activation perfectly recreates the communication and coordination issues of the attackers, also including special events that bring a lot of friction to the battlefield. The chosen scale is quite tactical, with facing rules for armor and obstacles like smoke and entrenchments. Gameplay is, however, faster, with just 8 pages, of well-conceived rules in the spirit of games like A Victory Lost. The Allies have to plan well their offensives and decide how to best use their ample but not unlimited resources. The Germans are in a tough position, but they can count on superior vehicles, obstacles, and a fair amount of artillery to support their defense and, yes, execute their inevitable counterattacks. A fair simulation with good components and a simple but effective graphic style. High Flying Dice confirms itself as a small but very interesting publisher, with games about seldom covered events with innovative and solid mechanics. So, that's it for this week. See you on the next Battlefields. Ciao!
Chief of Bonding with Board Games is unboxing Freedom by Vangelis Bagyatarkis, a game published by Phalanx Games. And Robert Fripp has his music for Quiet Moments 13, Horizon. Kevin of the Big Board talks about OCS terrain and gameplay. Also, he gives us a German attack option on Kazarine campaign of Tunisia 2, Turn 2. And the CEO also plays, listen to this, Game of Ham. Wham Bam, let's go ham. Yep, you gotta check it out. And also, he checks out A Frozen Hell, a game designed by Dean Essig and Alan Wambold, published by the publishers. Mauro Faina has a video in Italian called Storia di Guerra e Guerrieri 32, that means the story of war and warriors. War games to relive the story. Grant and Alexander of the Players Aid are unboxing Undaunted North Africa. That's right. Eh? They get it, I don't. And I'll tell you why I didn't get it. It's because Canada Post sucks! A game by David Thompson and Trevor Benjamin. Published by Osprey Games. The Players Aid are at it again. They're unboxing Imperial Struggle from GMT, Anata Gupta, and Jason Matthews. Marco Omnigamer takes a look at Rattenkrieg from Yeah Magazine. This is a review of Gottardo Zancani's Either Or. You can play the Soviets or the Germans in Rattenkrieg. Gottardo Zancani. And talking about Rattenkrieg, Rob Orr, the strong man of war games, takes a look at the same game. Mo of Mo's Game Table takes a look again at Yaz issue number 14, Rattenkrieg. Hey, this is a hot issue, and it's a preview. He also does a preview of Traders of the Air from Compass Games.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to the Centurions review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. First, if any of you have tried contacting me in the last 2 weeks and did not get a reply from the contact form on my website, it is because the web hosting company is having difficulties that they're fixing right now, so I'll display my email address on the screen so you can contact me directly. But the first game we will be reviewing, and the review won't be ready until probably Monday evening, is Space Warrior from Argonne Games. This is from November of 1980. It's a shipboarding combat game with very simple rules. I'll probably have a video review of this, but it might be a text one too. We'll see, but very simple game. Alright, and then as far as first look videos, the first one on our YouTube channel is Modern War Magazine number 4. This is the 1967 Six-Day War. I had played this like 8 years ago. This is, or was it six years ago, I believe. This is my second copy of this I've come across. I'll be getting rid of this one since I already have another copy. And then my friend let me borrow this one. This is Infantry Attacks, August 1914 from Avalanche Press, a World War I game, and what's really cool about it is really big counters, and there's also 40 scenarios, so this could keep you busy for a year. And the last game we've done a first look at is, I'm going to try and pronounce this and probably won't be able to, Par le feu, le feu et la foy. It's about 5 religious battles from 1562 to 1598. It's from HEXES, and the game is manufactured in Europe. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon on our website and on our YouTube channel. Have a good evening.
John Kranz is live with Compass Games Town Hall episode number 4 with the big guy himself, Bill. And Jim Wojcicki of the Armchair Dragoons is playing Command and Colors Napoleonics, the Battle of Bailen, and the Battle of Garcia Hernandez. And Seek Out and Play is giving us an overview of Zulus on the Ramparts, a game by Joseph Miranda, published by the old Victory Point Games. Check out his videos, great production. Just like Poindexter, just like STUKAJOE. These guys are setting the bar high. Too high for me, high. And GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer is continuing part 6 and 7 of Core Space Big Game, and also GIMPY's Gal Guesses, Men of Iron, Tri-Pack. And Cody of the Discriminating Gamer is checking out David Thompson's Phalanx game, Europe Divided. And the Hugh Hefner of War Games, Todd, the itinerant hobbyist, is giving us an after-action reports of Nations at War Starter Kit by Lack and Low Publishing, and also plays Live Nations at War Starter Kit. Nathan, wise guy, he's pulling a Jan Heinemann with the amount of videos he's pulling out now. Well, let's start with Pacific Tide overview and example of play. Also, in magnificent style overview and playthrough, a game designed by Dream Team designer Herman Lutman, and continues with Decision Games Axis Empires Dai Senso Part 1 Learning Diary. Continues August Storm Scenario A1, continues again with the China Incident May 1937 A2 Part 1, and the China Incident August 1937 Part 2. And Combat Board Games is unboxing an old Avalon Hill game called Maharaja. And the OG is giving us some tricks to maximize our enjoyment of lock and load publishing modules on Tabletop Simulator. He also takes a look at the upcoming Heroes Against the Red Star DLC for Lock and Load Tactical Digital.
Hey folks, it's ARDWULF. Welcome. Dan Pinocchio has asked me to provide a short segment regarding what has appeared on ARDWULF'S Lair in the past week. On Sunday, we started with the Great Battles of the American Civil War system with Dead of Winter, the Battle of Murfreesboro. On Monday, we resumed a hot, dry season and our Operation Attleboro campaign with the designer Patrick Mullen. On Thursday, we had a double unboxing. First, Hungarian Rhapsody, the new operational combat system game from Multi-Man Publishing, and Traders of the Air, a new Euro design from Compass Games and designer Michael Schock. There is more stuff coming on ARDWULF'S Lair this week. Stay tuned. I might be doubling up on the unboxing videos for the next week or two because frankly I am significantly behind on releasing them. I have such a huge backlog of unboxing videos, but that's because I have too much stuff. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Happy gaming.
Rough Swordsman Wargamers continuing, and it is the final part 5 of a playthrough of RAF The Battle of Britain 1940 Lion Solitaire Rules, a game designed by John Butterfield with the cards, the sequence of play cards by STUKAJOE, and also a video on a channel update and a thank you with over 1,000 subscribers. And he says, crikey, well, he just gave himself away. Plus, opening the box segment of MMP's No Question of Surrender. Counterproductive Games is unzipping or unbagging magazine, yeah! Issue number 14 with Gottardo Zancani's Rattenkrieg, and also getting ready to play Command and Colors Napoleonic by GMT. Tim of Hairbrain Games is giving us his Weekend Games, July 20th, 2020. I like Tim. Tim philosophize a little bit, you know, talks, let us know what's going on. I like Tim. And the man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, continues his playthrough of Stellar Horizons by Compass Games in the year 2128. And Wayne Hansen is playing Return to the Rock Corregidor 1945, a tutorial, a game designed by Michael Ranella, published by Revolution Games. And the Professor Riccardo Mazzini is playing Battle of the Bulge, World War II Commander, a game designed by John Butterfield, published by Compass Games. And Dragoon Commander is unboxing the GMT Care Package. Fred Serval of Homo Ludens is doing his Part 2 of War Games and Politics interview with Jack Rady. And Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History is playing lots of PC games. The first one being Strategic Command World War II and Let's Play History with Fields of Glory 2, continuing with Strategic Command World War II. Actually, the first one was World War I, and the last 3 videos is Fields of Glory 2. GMT and Introduction to Atlantic Chase with designer Jerry White. And Tony Tinner gives us a video on What's in the Box number 2. That's the phone. Stephen Dolges is creating his magnum opus of World in Flames, War in Europe, Case Yellow Part 6, Part 7, Part 8, and July and August 1940. And Nick Roser is taking a quick video discussing a book, a beer, a game, and some other thoughts. In this video, he's giving an intro into the Battle of Prairie Grove, which took place in northern Arkansas on December 7th, 1862. And the OG, the original Grognard, is playing a John Tiller game of the American Civil War, Battle of Perryville, Parts 1, 2, and 3.
A game for gamers, made by gamers, by Flying Pig Games.
Hi, my name is Dan Pancaldi. I'm not a celebrity, but I play one on YouTube, on No Enemies Here, War Game News, and when I heard Dream Team designer Herman Latman is putting out a game called Pickets Charge in magnificent style, well, this is what goes on. It's a game about a German army where they take a chance and invade the USA.
No.
No. Oh yeah? Then it must be about Roman Centurion zombies coming back to life and attacking the USA!
No.
No. Well, how about the Vikings coming down from Valhalla and attacking the USA?
No.
How about the Templar attacking the USA?
No! In fact, In Magnificent Style is a solitaire push-your-luck game system that depicts Pickets Charge, which occurred on the 3rd day of the Battle of Gettysburg. You play the role of Confederate General James Longstreet, who was in command of the assault. Your men are lined up 1 mile away from the Union lines, and they have to cross an open valley. You have 5 turns to get them across that valley, and the game system will throw everything at you to slow you down. The fate of the Battle of Gettysburg is in your hands. Good luck.
Oh, I knew that. Disregard the hat.
No, Dan. The Prussians didn't attack America either.
Hey guys, Dan Pancaldi, also known as Duce, has been nice enough to let us showcase some games that we're selling on his channel here. The first game I'm selling is Warned Pacific from Decision Games. This is unpunched. The box has some shelfware on it, but the inner contents are mint. I have a unboxing video of it on my YouTube channel. But as you can see, everything's all here. I've inventoried everything, and boy, did this take a long time to inventory. There's thousands upon thousands of counters, Tons of maps, all sorts of player aids and sheets. There's some of the counters there. Basically, the whole bottom half of the box is filled with counters, but price on this is $220 plus $68 shipping. It's heavy, and that's the cheapest shipping I could find. It might even have to be sent FedEx ground. But anyhow, if you want to get it, I'll display the URL where you can buy it from on my website here, and also display my email address if you have any questions for me. The next game I'm selling, this is Mission Grenada from Close Simulations. It's about Operation Urgent Fury from 25th to 27th of October 1983 when we invaded Grenada. Like I said, it's still in the shrink wrap, perfect condition. Price on this one is $14.99 plus $6 shipping. All the shipping prices are within the U.S. If you want to have something shipped internationally, contact me with the email address that I've displayed and ask about international shipping costs. I gotta warn you though, the U.S. Postal Service is charging outrageous prices for international shipping, so just wanted to warn you before. The next game I'm selling is The South Shall Rise Again from Victory Point Games. It's essentially Union infantry versus zombies, and the zombies are former or dead Confederate soldiers. It's got good components. The counters are all laser cut, and the cards that come with are pretty nice. Let's take a look inside. As you can see, the laser cut components are actually stand-ups. They look pretty good. It's got some dice and some cards and a rule book in it also. Price on this one is $25 plus $12 shipping within the United States. And if you, I have many more games listed on my website. If you decide you want to buy more than one, just send me a message and I can give you combined shipping, which will save you some money on the shipping costs. Thanks for watching and have a good evening.
Hey folks, it's Art Wolf. Dan Parducci has asked me to provide a short segment regarding the games that I am selling. And this is the 2020 space clearing sale. As you can see, I'm running out of space up here. You might see a couple of empty gaps, but for the most part, those are gaps that are things that are actually getting played. So here's what's going, and I'm going to walk through everything very briefly and talk about condition. The big ticket one, and I'll give you prices too. There'll be a email address on the bottom to contact me if you're interested in any of this stuff. The big boy is the L2 Streets of Stalingrad. This is punched. It, as far as I can tell, is complete. This is actually a buddy's copy. The asking price on this is $300 right now. They are in two, counters are in two of these very strange counter trays, and I would be especially interested if anybody knows the provenance of these weird counter trays, which I personally have never seen before. They're not the big trays like Mo uses and a few of the GTS folks use. This is in what looks to me to be unplayed condition. All the interior components look nice. There is a small box problem where this corner was repaired relatively cleanly with clear tape. And actually this corner as well. I'm telling my buddy that owns some of this stuff, it's like, would you just like sit on an entire pile of these things and blow corners in every single box? But again, big ticket item, Streets of Stalingrad. I'm selling this for a friend, so I don't really know what it goes for. Mostly this stuff's priced to go, but this one I'm probably willing to listen to offers on. Another one I'm willing to listen to offers on is the Battle for Normandy. This does not include the expansion. This also has a repaired corner. Again, relatively cleanly repaired corner. It looks like this was played, but it's in pretty good shape. This would be a great play copy, and honestly, it's a pretty good game to play. Everything's in 3 GMT counter trays, packed very, very full. This does not include the expansion. Actually had 2 copies of this to sell. This is my buddy's. Without the expansion, mine's already gone. I think we want 160 for this. So that's Battle for Normandy. Those are the big ones. So everything else is kind of miscellaneous stuff, so stick around if you want to hear about it. Flying Colors. This is the second printing of Flying Colors in the 2-inch GMT box. This does not include any of the expansions. It is punched. It is not played. All the counters are in 2 GMT counter trays. We have GDW's Red Army, The Destruction of Army Group Center. This is John Assel and Frank Chadwick game. This is punched in the old-fashioned counter storage style. I'm not sure that it's been played, but the interior components are in quite nice shape. The box does show a little bit of shelf wear, but otherwise is intact. Asking price on GDW Red Army is $25, which is a pretty good price if you're interested in that. The Sun Never Sets. This is a Decision Games 1-inch box game. Box has been thoroughly repaired. We want $10 for this. It is punched and corners rounded with what looks like a 2.5-inch Oregon Laminations rounder. Definitely a play copy, but it's only $10. We have Slouch Hats and Eggshells. This was a club copy. Don't know why the club bought a copy of this, but it was probably donated. This almost certainly unplayed. It is punched and clipped and corners rounded with, again, what looks like a 2.5-inch. This is from Legion War Games. Box is intact. There are club stickers on this one, though, so bear that in mind. Slouch Hats and Eggshells, we wanted $15 for. Hitler's Counterstroke in France. What a gem from Task Force Games. This is punched and corners clipped, actually. Looks like very tightly clipped at that. Quite a small game. $10 for this as well. If you're interested in any of this stuff, just email me. We can talk about where you are, where I am, and what it will cost to ship stuff to you. Moscow 1941. This is a Spitzer game. I have people asking me, what do I mean by Spitzer? SPI, TSR. That's what we mean by Spitzer. Box is fairly beat up. 2 corners have been repaired on the box top. The box bottom is fine. Everything is punched, clipped, and corners clipped. Otherwise, I'm not convinced this was ever played either. Moscow 1941, we want $10 for. Advanced Squad Leader Starter Kit number 3. This is basically brand new out of the shrink. There is a tiny amount of shelf wear, I would say. $25, I think, is pretty reasonable for this. I think you can't get it that cheap anywhere else. Unpunched, unplayed, everything is exactly how it showed up. This is the Clash of Arms version of Napoleon at Leipzig. There's a new version of this from OSG, but if you want the Napoleon at Leipzig from Clash of Arms with the Rick Barber maps, then maybe you want to get your hands on this one. This is punched, not clipped, in a GMT-style counter tray. There's a decent amount of box wear, but all corners are intact, and if you're into Clash of Arms or Kevin Zucker or any of that, maybe you're interested in that. Our asking price on that is $20. The Gamers, Dean Essig, Operation Michael. This is a game designed by John Best. This is a standard combat series game. This is punched, not clipped. I'm told this was played, but it has been inventoried, and it is complete. Punched, not clipped. Operation Michael, $20. Probably willing to take $15 for this, to be honest. Imperium Romanum 2. This is a classic from West End Games designer Al Nafi. This is one that has been in my collection since the early to mid-90s. It is meticulously punched. Corners are clipped. They're in 2 GMT counter trays. This has never been played, I can tell you that. Next is 1914 Serbian Moose Sterbian. This is a World War I game from Michael Resch. This is punched. It is clipped. It is stored in 2 GMT counter trays, but it has never been played. Pretty interesting looking game system. What do we want for Imperium Romanum? We wanted $40 for Imperium Romanum 2. A little bit of wiggle room on that. 1914 Serbian Moose Sterbian is going for $20. The Mighty Endeavor. This is the first edition of the Mighty Endeavor. It is punched, it is clipped, it is complete, and it is going for $15. Black Wednesday, Tactical Combat Series from the Gamers and designer David Friedrichs. This is a little bit of shelfware, but this is unpunched, obviously unplayed. We want $20 for this. We have Fast Action Battles Sicily. This is a block game from GMT, and it is designed by Rick Young. There's a number of games in this series, and they're relatively well regarded. I've decided I'm just not going to play it. I would like $20 for this. The blocks are stickered, and what counters are in there are punched. It is meticulously organized. Same type of deal with No Retreat, the Italian Front from designer CARROLL. This is punched and clipped and meticulously sorted, but I've never played it. I did set it up once and did not manage to successfully figure it out. We wanted, I'm going to say $30 for this. And finally, we have not finally, but almost finally, we have Last Blitzkrieg. We have 2 games in the Battalion Combat series from designer Dean Essig and Multi-Men Publishing. Baptism by Fire is punched. I played it on Vassal, but I never actually got to play it with this copy. It is punched and clipped. Everything's organized in baggies for the markers and a counter tray for the units. And we have Last Blitzkrieg, which is unpunched. Both of these might have some super minor shelfware, but to be honest, I'm not really seeing any. For Baptism by Fire, I wanted $30. And for Last Blitzkrieg, I wanted $60, both of which are very big games. Okay, so right now below, you will see an email address to contact me if you're interested in any of this stuff. Please let me know. I will have it on sale on Facebook as well, so do inquire if you're interested. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
There's an event planned. Compass Expo 2020, November 5th to 9th, 2020 at Comfort Inn and Suite in Meriden, Connecticut, where you'll have Monster Games on Opening Gaming. Monster Games and Opening Gaming, designer-hosted playtest sessions, game demonstration, Euro games, tournament play, seminars, buffet breakfast, Compass Games exhibitor hours for on-site sales, special attendee discounts, free parking, and just a heck of a good time. It's great to have an expo or a con back. Oh man, what a week. Another week, another show. This has been, for me, the tightest week in terms of I don't have enough time to do anything. But I still enjoy life. Life is great. Yeah, and you know what? I just lost my job of 20 years. Hey, don't be bad. Don't be sad. I'm happy. I couldn't take it anymore. Anyways, life is good. I'm gonna get another job. And I saw my goat today at the farm. She's awesome. Awesome, man. Anyways, for enduring me. And please subscribe. And you know, for people who want to advertise and sell their games, it's just for my subscribers. What do you want me to say? Huh? Hey, life ain't free. So, please support this channel. Huh? I buy stuff. Make it better. At least I try. And thank you very much for watching, my subscribers, my wannabe subscribers, and above all, my patrons. Thanks, man. And, you know, in a little secret, I'm going to be hosting an awards show soon. I don't want to tell you which one, because I can't. But it's substantial. And I'm really happy to do so. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of work. But hey, man, fun and work pays off. So, thanks for watching.